Hello, this is Sarah Rovner, Designated Pilot Examiner, talking to you about how to get wings credit for a successful practical exam. So now you've passed your practical exam, you're super excited, you have a new temporary airman certificate, and you're ready to move on to the next great thing in your aviation career. One great thing about the FAA Safety Wings program is that you can actually use those successful practical exams for wings credit. And I'm going to talk about how to do that. So you start out here on the FAAsafety.gov website. If you don't have an account already, you can actually go over here to create an account where you can put in your personal information as well as the certificates you hold in order to get a online account where you can now accumulate wings credit. The next step is going to be to log in with your wings account. Once you log in, you'll see over on the right-hand side that it shows your email address that you've logged in with as well as the role that you have. In my situation, that's a lead representative. Flight instructors can also request an account that will allow them to validate wings credit for activities that they do with their students as well. The next step is going to be to go and find your activity. So if you're wondering what the activity number is or how to find it, there's two different ways of doing it. The first one is the search feature, where you can actually search for, let's say, a initial certification. And it would be a flight activity. And you can perform a search. And it'll give you a lot of different options here. For example, let's say you're an initial certification as a private pilot under Part 61. They also have one for Part 141. That's one way of finding the activity. On my website, I also put the flight activity number for each activity and practical exam conducted so that you can look for that as well. So you click on Initial Certification for Private Pilot, or whatever the activity is that you completed, and it'll come up with the information about the activity. And then from there, all you have to do is request credit. Once you request credit, it takes you to a screen where you can put the date completed and you can select a validator as well. So you can actually search for a validator by the name or their email address, and you're more than welcome to use me if I did your practical exam. Also, the CFI, pretty much any CFI who has an FAA safety account that allows them the privileges to validate can also validate your activity. Once you do that, you submit it for validation, and that's all it takes. I'll try to get to the activities within a reasonable amount of time if you send them to me or coordinate with your own validator. And that right there is how to get wings credit for a successful practical exam.